The EFL Cup, that is the Carabao Cup or the League Cup in the UK, started off yesterday with wins of Wolverhampton Wanderers against Gillingham 2-0. Southampton won 2-1 against Lincoln City. Newcastle won 1-0 against Bournemouth. MK Dons lost to Leicester City by 3-0. That means all the 4 teams all from the Championship have been knocked out by Premier League teams. That means Wolverhampton Wanderers, Newcastle, Southampton and Leicester City are through to the quarter-final stage. Remember, we've been at the round of 16 and today we are having 2 games to embrace the Carabao Cup. That is Charlton against Brighton. There is Blackburn Rovers versus Nottingham Forest, and Manchester United is taking on Burnley. But the main discussion point is all about Man City versus Liverpool, a game that is going to be played tomorrow at Etihad that welcomes back both the Liverpool players from the World Cup and Man City players from the World Cup. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has where the subscribe and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. That is Rokani Media Football. Now, with this match taking place, it's really big. It's between Haaland versus Salah. You know, Salah never went to the World Cup. Haaland never went to the World Cup, to meaning that these teams are really fresh. They are really fresh. Sorry, these players are really fresh, and there is no way they're not going to start this game of today as they tussle out one another to find themselves into the round of 8, that is the quarterfinal. When you look at players that are not available, especially those who are the World Cup final, when you look in France, there was only one Liverpool player known as Konate. No Man City player, I think, plays for no French player plays for Man City that went to the World Cup. So that means Konate is away for Liverpool. When you look at Argentina, they only have one player that plays for Liverpool. That plays for Man City. That is Julian Alves. And Julian Alves played in the final, meaning that he's going to rest and is going to join them, I think, by the weekend. I think they've been given 7 days to rest and the rest of the players are back. When you look at Man City, Ederson is back. He played for Brazil. They are knocked out. Then there is Kyle Walker returned. Ruben Diaz, Ekanji, Laporte, all those are back. John Stones are back. Cancelo is back. Calvin Phillips is back. Rodri is back. Which other player is back? Which other player went to the World Cup of Man City? They had close to 16 players. Kevin De Bruyne is back and very many others. So no player of Man City is really suffering an injury. They are all fit. But Liverpool is the team that is really still having some injuries of Diego Jota and Luis Diaz. They are really injured. But even those players that really returned from the World Cup are really here available. Like Trent Alexander-Arnold. There is Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho, and very many others that have been playing for Liverpool and they've been playing the World Cup. But Liverpool looks a more good side to go on and really take on Man City, because Man City looks like they might put a lot of focus onto the game they're going to play on the weekend, but Liverpool believes that they can go on and defend this trophy. And I believe Liverpool to go all strong with Kahela in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold playing as a right back. Left back, I think it's going to be Smiskas or Robertson, one of the two. Central defense, Joe Gomez and Joel Matip. I think they're going to play in the central defense partnership in that game of football. And I believe that central defense partnership is really going to be great. Then they can drop in some Henderson with Fabinho. They can also put their Curtis Jones in the midfield of 3 to go on and play all Thiago Alcantara, because Thiago Alcantara never went to the World Cup and stayed for Liverpool. Then when you look at the front 3, I believe Salah is going to play as the right forward. Then Firmino will lead the line for Liverpool. And on the left, I believe they are going to use Carvalho to go on and start into that game of football. That squad or lineup is really great to see to it that it cannot really go ahead and not fail to cause threat to to Man City. It's going to depend on how clinical they are going to be and how the defender of Liverpool is going to go on and handle the team of Man City, which is expecting to be having Ortega, the assistant goalkeeper, in goal, the backup goalkeeper for Ederson. Ortega is going to be in goal. Right back, I think Kyle Walker is going to come in through and play as a right back. Then we are going to be having, I think Cancelo will come in through, or there is this other guy, the lefty guy that they signed. Is he Ukrainian? I've forgotten his name. Is it Sergio something? Then in the central defense, I believe Laporte, who never played very many games for Spain in the World Cup, will partner either Akanji or John Stones, according to me. That's it. Then in the midfield, I expect Calvin Phillips to start alongside Ika Gundogan. And there is this other, is it Palmer guy? I think they're going to play in the midfield three. Then the forward, Haaland leading the line. Mahrez has a chance to start. And there is it Lewis? There is another young guy called Lewis. So Lewis and Palmer, I think they're the only two guys that are really young that are going to go on and really play a very huge part in this game of football. But the likes of Phil Foden will be on the bench to see to it that they come on and really get the game to where they want it to be, provided the game doesn't go the way Man City wants it to go. So those are the predicted lineups that we believe is going to be. But when we go to the game itself, it's really tricky. It's really tricky one. These players have just returned from the World Cup, so that cohesion is not all that there. It's them being played together, of being playing together for a very long time. But when you spend some close to 1 month without playing together, there is a little bit of breakdown in your patterns, rhythm. So that's why you see that teams go in for the preseason and they play close to 3, 4, 5 games of friendlies, so it that they find that cohesion and partnership back into the system to get back their rhythm to flow as it's supposed to be flowing. So when you look at these two teams, that is going to be an effect to them. But I know I saw games of yesterday and I saw people running because fitness of these players is not a question. Let no one come here and really confirm to you that fitness is going to be a question. These players are physically fit. Most of them have just played the World Cup like a week back. So they are here, they are fully fit, and they are going to go on and take it on to see to it that they do the needful. The game they play this season between Liverpool and Man City, Liverpool had to beat Man City by 1-0 scored by Mohamed Salah. Obviously, they are going at the Etihad. Etihad is not an easy ground to go to because Liverpool has failed to register a win the previous games they played at Etihad, though even Man City has failed to beat Liverpool, meaning that this game might really have a very, very situation of ending in a draw to see to it that we go to penalties. And you know what it means when Kahela is in goal for Liverpool and they go in for penalties. He saves penalties like nothing. Even in the game that saw them come here, they had to... The game ended 0-0, I think, with Derby. Then Kahela had to go on and save close to 3 penalties. And obviously Liverpool went in through. That is it. So even Man City had to knock out Chelsea. For them, they really had a very, 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 very hard battle between them and Chelsea. But what does it mean to go on and win this game of football? Whoever wins this game of football between Man City and Liverpool would have put himself in a better position to win this trophy. Why? I've rated you the teams that are really left. Wolves, Newcastle, Leicester City, and Southampton. Those are the 4 Premier League teams left. Now, today there is Brighton playing, there is Nottingham playing, and Manchester United. Meaning that if at all you go on and knock out, if City goes out to knock out Liverpool, or Liverpool knocks out City, one of those teams will progress to the round of 8, that is the quarterfinal, guaranteeing you a chance to be in the semi-final. And I believe this time around you're not going to get a shocking result. I believe all these draws are going to be held in a spirit of having a final, of having either Manchester United, if at all they really knock out Burnley today, and Man City, if at all they knock out Liverpool, or Liverpool versus Manchester United, or Manchester United versus Man City. That's the finale they would have loved to get, because this has been a norm for the previous 2-3 seasons back in the Carabao Cup. We've seen a Carabao Cup final of Chelsea versus Man City, and the recent one that we watched, I think it was Man City versus Liverpool. Then the recent one in this year, it was Chelsea versus Liverpool, because this season Liverpool was going in for a quadruple, but they only managed to win only 2 trophies. That is the FA Cup. And the Carabao Cup. That's it. They missed out on the Premier League and the Champions League. So 100% believe it's going to be a very good game to go on and watch. But I know Man City have an edge because they are home. But I believe a draw is the most suitable result for this fixture. So guys, what are reactions to Man City versus Liverpool? That has been my match preview. Tell me what you think about this game of football, but it's most likely to be Haaland versus Mohamed Salah. If you agree with me, smash the like button, comment and share, and don't forget to go in the lower right bottom corner and subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. Rokani David is my name. Rokani Media Football is the YouTube channel, and I think this is the first video of the day. More is yet to come. In the next 1 hour, I'm dropping it like hot. So keep it a point that you go nowhere, and do the needful to see to it that you keep it Rokani Media Football. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. What a way to kickstart off our day of presentation here onto our channel.